everybody, this is Maniac4Bricks, and I'm here today with the LEGO Dimensions Doctor Who level pack. This is set number 71204. This is ages 7 to 14. It has 83 pieces, 1 minifigure, and was released in 2015. This is from Wave 2 of the LEGO Dimensions packs, which are coming out in different waves in different months. This one's roughly around November, and it includes a special level for Doctor Who play. You can also play it in the campaign as its own level. Here's a quick look on the sides of the box, and a quick look around the back. So on the back it shows they have the unlockable level, which is when you insert the Doctor into the game, it'll bring that up automatically. You also have the different builds, such as the TARDIS, which in its upgraded form turns into a laser pulse TARDIS. I would imagine it probably uses lasers. And the energy burst TARDIS, so you get to actually fly with this. That would be so much fun. I'm really looking forward to playing these. I have not played them yet. I will play them separately and, maybe do a follow-up video about all that in-game information. This is just about the physical toy for now. We also have Canine from the show as well in here. You have the Canine Rover, so probably different abilities for that one. And the Canine Laser Cutter. I'm going to imagine just by the name it's going to use an ability to cut through gold bricks, but again, I'll get more into that later on with the game. Open that baby up and get those parts out. We also have a little bit of instructions in here. Most of the instructions are going to be in the game itself, so if you do not have it, you can get it there, or you can get it on the LEGO website. If you look on lego.com/dimensions, you can find the building instructions for all 3 builds of all 3 models. I will cover those in this video, perhaps, or if not, you'll see it probably in an updated video. First it shows to build the Doctor, then shows how to place him on there, and the rest of the instructions are there. It also shows you towards the back the other packs that are available, and some that will be coming soon. Actually, all of these are available now. Yep, all of them are available now. But we know that there's more coming soon. There's a look on the back. And we have 2 bags for all of our pieces. Most of the pieces for the larger assemblies and the minifigure are inside of the larger bag. Printed pieces are also in here as well. The Doctor even has its own printed character base with the DW on it. And there are some other pieces in here. Most of the smaller ones. The Doctor's hair is in here. The sonic screwdriver is in there. And some printed pieces for Canine. So let's open this up and build it. So here we have all 3 models built straight out of the level pack. I'll get more into the alternate models for each of these on their own just a little bit. So here we have a closer look at the 12th Doctor. And this one actually looks very nice for his details. It is accurate to the one as seen in-game. There's a closer look at that sonic screwdriver, which has some pretty nice details on it. Very subtle, but very useful. There is no alternate face for the Doctor on the other side. I'm not sure if this is going to be any different from the LEGO Idea set being released at a later time, also with the 12th Doctor. We do have a new hairpiece with him, if you take note of that. That does look very nice. I hope it comes in different colors too, because it's a cool hairstyle. And I think the face is pretty fitting for the Doctor as well. You have a very nice look on his print for the torso and legs. I really like how it carries over from one to the other, and it even matches up a bit with his character base. You take a look right here at that. This is the permanent Doctor base, so you can just put this on by itself onto the portal, and it will register it as the Doctor, and also give you the instructions to build the other 2 models. Next up, we'll take a look at the basic TARDIS model. This is the level 1 version you would get immediately after putting the Doctor into the game. Keep in mind, this is a miniature version, so you can't actually fit the minifigure Doctor in there, but it does look relatively nice. Relatively. It does look relatively nice for its composition. I really like the build for this on the inside. Maybe a little hard to see, but they have all the bracket pieces lining up just perfectly, so every side of this looks the same. I thought that maybe one side would be more staggered on top, but no, LEGO did a good job with the building technique. They do have printed pieces for all these 2x4 tiles. They're mostly the same except for the one on the front with the little note on the front, as well as the door handle. And this looks really nice with that little ground piece on it as well. This can also be attached to the base of any of the vehicle or gadget objects, so you can use that immediately in the game. And these are interchangeable as well. So if you wanted to have a different thing on there, you can register it as a different thing. They are rewritable. And last but not least, for the basic models, we have the Canine unit. This actually looks really cool. I do like the design of this one. It has a pretty interesting build to it too. Not only do you have these pieces on the side angled, but if you look underneath, you can see some of the composition for how that's built. You put the hinge pieces on first, then this whole assembly on top, held together by a couple plates, is just neatly placed on top of it. So it's pretty interesting for the build, and, you know, not too bad for using the parts to make this look like the Canine Robot dog. I really like how this one came out. I kind of wish it had the canine printed on both sides instead of just the one, but it's still pretty cool nonetheless. I find it peculiar, though, that they left this hole open, because dogs, I guess, but still looks very nice. I do like how you can also move the head up and down and wag the tail back and forth. From the level 1 TARDIS build, we can upgrade this into the Siren TARDIS, which is pretty much the same build on all sides. They do change up the interior of it so you don't have that debris underneath the TARDIS, so it does appear to look taller as a model, but it's relatively the same height as before. And this one can be changed into the Energy Burst TARDIS. Much like the previous version, it uses a lot of the tan pieces on the interior, and the red and white pieces are actually more on the exterior. This one actually looks pretty good compared to the others, since it takes a lot less to build on the inside and could easily be used as a TARDIS model on its own. They actually do use some of the tan underneath the model, and I'd say this is relatively tall compared to the other ones. So I like it. I can't wait to play it in the game. The Canine Robot can be changed into the Canine Rover. This one actually looks pretty cool and does have a similar build to the first one, in fact. They had the same head build, neck build, the same pieces used there. The bottom still has the same black pieces used, and the body is the main change. It does look pretty nice from most of the sides, but it does look a little bit odd in the back, like this. So I would say from the front it looks pretty good for posing. I actually do like how the canine part is more centered for the print instead of on one side from the previous model. We can also change this one into the Canine Laser Cutter. Now this one looks pretty cool because you can actually change the leg positions for the canine unit, have it all the way up, all the way out. So this one has a lot more posability to it, and as a toy, you can just take this right off and use it as a playful dog. And yes, most of these are larger than the Doctor, even on a somewhat miniature scale, but it still looks pretty nice. In fact, you can probably make the legs a little more even to get with the play of it if you just remove that laser cutter part. So now we're back with my final thoughts. As the physical toys for this pack, I really, really like this one, and I would recommend it if you're interested in learning more about what LEGO Dimensions can do. This one has some really cool pieces to it, such as the printed canine piece, the printed TARDIS pieces all around the police box, and of course the Doctor is brand new as a minifig, so it's a very nice thing to collect. I also do like the fact that, according to LEGO Dimensions, you can play as all the different Doctors from the different seasons of Doctor Who, the TV show, when you put this into the game. So you do get more than one character out of this. And I'm really excited for actually playing it in-game after this video is done, and I'll do more about that off-screen. As far as the builds, I do like all the different builds for the TARDIS and the Canine. I do like how the TARDIS is still able to hold together as a model, so that even if you didn't want the energy burst on the bottom, you can still use this as a collectible piece or something to put on, you know, as a decoration. and still, you know, structured pretty well. So you don't have to have every single piece used. But I do like how with all of these, they do reuse all the pieces. No extras are left over from any of the builds. They're well incorporated with each other. The Canine is a lot more posable and does change more dramatically with each version. I did notice with this particular, you know, laser cutter version, he is a bit fragile around this area because of the plates used. So be careful when moving the legs up and down or even using the neck, as it may fall apart. It did, at least for me, once or twice before I started recording. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to check out more LEGO Dimensions, hopefully coming soon. And we'll see you next time with more LEGO videos. And if you haven't checked out already, I have done some LEGO Dimensions gameplay previously showing the different characters in the game.